Happy June! In this month, you're going to learn from men, male instructors, coaches, and providers who are passionate about helping you become safer. In this episode, I interviewed Ziviad Lavishvili. He's from country of Georgia, not the state of Georgia, and he is a LFA world champion, Kombat League world champion. He is such a humble, nice guy who actually came to my house to film this. He experienced gunfights and real violent encounters. He survived safely, and the things he teaches is surprisingly nothing to do with martial arts. Unfortunately, first half of the interview didn't record audio. I know. But I posted one of the clips on my Instagram account. If you'd like to know what technique he shared with me, just go to my Instagram account and watch that post. There are a bunch of nuggets here, and I believe you enjoy his approach. Hit the intro. So the big question is this: why well-being conscious women just like us who want to live a healthy and happy life are constantly feeling vulnerable, like, what if I get attacked? And so many people who teach self-defense are tough men or martial artists who don't seem to understand what women really go through every day. How can we feel safer and be more confident in our personal safety? That is the question, and this channel gives you the answer. My name is KINKO Hamilton, and welcome to Rise Up Against Violence. So in this episode, Z is going to teach us the choke escape and mount escape. Moreover, actually attack from mount that you can do to an assailant. Any point if you become uncomfortable or trigger something, please immediately stop the video and close the browser and do what's necessary for you to recover from it. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy this. This is very effective and simple, and you can drill it at home, anywhere, solo. So enjoy.
So let's say somebody's pinning you, like trying to choke you and get against the wall, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say it chokes, right? Mm-hmm. This is the same thing. You can use this technique too, but let's say it didn't work, or like you want to just, you're choking it. You can't do that, right? Yeah. As harder you will push, that easier it is for me. Look what you're doing. These hands goes here, boom. Right. No matter how hard I'm gonna pin you there. Do it again. See, you're pushing as hard as you want, right? As hard you're doing, that easier is for me to escape. What I do, these hands goes here, so I'm just turning. I'm not doing anything. I'm just turning this side, and you're there. See? Push hard, turning. Yeah. And if I do hard, you can kick him. You can do many other stuff. And also, like you say,
what if the two hands?
With the two hands, same thing. Two hands, there is like two options. One is like you can just drop it here, like this, or you can do the same thing. One, boom, with the elbow. Gotcha. You know elbow how hard it is, right? Again. So with the two hands, you're doing the same thing. Just look. This shoulder, if not shoulder, no. This shoulder helps. Or you can just grab with it. You can grab here, bump. You have control of this hand. Then you can just go knee, but to be honest, I don't suggest knee stuff for women because it's not that powerful and it may not do anything. But if you have like clean shot in your head, that's good. Yeah.
I don't recommend knee kick like everywhere. Just go for groin, like knee to the groin.
So imagine the growing thing. That's a very tricky thing.
Let's talk about groin shots because
I'll tell you one thing. Growing is very effective. Yes. But if you miss it, you may make your let's say aggressor more aggressive because sometimes you may not hit in the balls and it may not be that painful. Right. Or it might be like a little bit in a different place and it not be that painful. Yeah. But usually if you like with the open leg, mostly it can hit it. Yeah. But I think that it's not that effective because you may miss it, and if you miss it, then you lost the chance of running away. So first effect is very important. Imagine when I said in the beginning, first you're like trying to be like, oh, I'm sorry, that kind of, you're like scared, and you're showing him that he has control and you're gonna do everything. But suddenly, boom, and you're like out. That's the things, like eyes, this part, yeah, and that's kind of things. There is also one very good technique.
Yes.
For example, you can use what you wear. That can be the weapon too.
Right.
Like for example, this sleeve. Mine is like too tight, but this sleeve can be like very good choking thing, and you don't need too much power. So imagine now you're like someone, you don't have anything, you don't have pen, you don't have book, but you wear something, right? This one, look, grab it. Like, or let's show the camera. So you grab this. With the inside head, you grab this one and here, right? This one I'm having. They may not even now. This is my too tight. You can still, but you still can have. What do you think? Somebody's coming. You know that they are coming to like do something, and you have this one. Like, they may smile at it what you're doing. But actually, this look, grab here. You see? So and let's say you want even. Let's say the situation like somebody's trying to, like, get advantage of a woman. Let's say this way. This
so
is
you're
like,
a woman.
I'm a woman.
Yes.
And this is like common positions, right? When they try to be. So what I can do, first thing you can do, like grab here the control.
Okay. Let's show this.
Yeah, control like this. If you don't have
control means you put it together.
Yeah, you're locking this here.
And it tighten your thigh. Tighten inside, okay?
So technically they cannot do anything.
Right.
You can, like this, right? Yeah. But it's like buying you time.
Right.
But what I want to do is like you're in this situation where he's not even looking, and he's not, how to say, he doesn't care what you're doing with your sleeves, right? If you had like knife in your head or something, they will take it away. But what he's gonna do with this one, right? Here, you just grab it when he comes down or something. Just you can grab this here. You see this simple thing.
So
same thing can happen with this one.
Okay. Before we move on to your hoodie, let's show ladies how. So you did this, right? You make
this is like perfect for it.
Okay. So this is like a Uniqlo, the heat tech thing. Okay. So
here, and you grab inside too. Here.
Okay.
Grab like this way.
Oh,
look.
Yeah.
See?
Okay. Oh, so you twist it.
No, you don't have to twist. Yeah, you can twist. Yeah, exactly. That's yeah.
Okay, so you
grab it from inside.
Take this. Grab from inside. Okay.
And wrap it in the head. I mean, in my neck. Just wrap it. Exactly. There you go.
That's it.
Wrap it and like push it. Yeah. And another thing is you could do, like for example, let's say you wrap it and you stay there. I still can hit you, right? Yeah. But you can like go down, like let me see. Let's do slowly.
Yeah.
Let's say I wrapped it, right? I close it. I can go down here, and I can't. You cannot even hit me. You cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Look, I'm down here. My face is covered. My body is covered. I'm just choking you. And you don't need too much power.
Yeah, true.
It's like 8 seconds and somebody can be out.
Yeah.
Same thing can be done with this one.
Yeah.
You can just grab this, and
that's your own hoodie, right?
So I'm like man and you're a woman, right?
Yeah.
And I have a hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm hiding my face or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Something happens, you can do the exact same move with the hood.
So I go this. No.
Look. Let me see. So technically, with this one is the sleeve. This can be the same.
Okay.
Right? Just this one goes here, the hand, another hand goes another side. Yeah, exactly. And just choke it.
Yeah. So if the guy has hoodie, which happens a lot, right? Which is something that we are afraid of. Like when we think about the self-defense, in the dark, somebody's following you. We usually think about this kind of thing. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. So what Z was telling us is that take his hoodie, right? Bring it to bring
the thing is you can do with the head too, like and just choke it.
Yeah.
But the
so
thing
for
is,
the ladies to understand, so grab this, bring it
only
on his head,
just,
then bring your arm to, so bring it like this. Okay.
Just go down.
Then go down. Bring it
And
down.
just try to choke him or try to make it circle.
All you have to do is put another hand and bring him, like push him, like place him on the ground.
Another thing can be done with this one too, like this. Let's say you're this one with your own sleeve. If it's like, this one is not too good.
Yeah.
But with your own sleeve, you can choke him like this. But this my shirt is not good. This is not good. If you have like good one, good.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, sorry.
Just okay. And just now in this case, just no. You see, your face is still here. I may still hit you. That's why you can do that too. Or the best thing I really like, for example, when you like wrap it, see, it's like here. Right? I just go here. I just go. You see, I just go. When I wrap it, I just go here. So your head is here. My head is here. And you
go down with it. You go down with that silent.
Yeah.
Got you.
These things, that first stuff, you don't need too much training. You just have to know it.
Yes.
I think you have to know it, but these things needs a little bit training.
Yes. But that's a great thing to know, because one of the biggest things that women talk about, especially among women who are carrying guns or knives, or those, the self-defense ring and stuff like that. They're all so focused on what to carry, and how to, what to carry, right? Like, what are you carrying? Like, but we just have to remember that everything that everything you can carry, it can be used against you, right? It can be thrown away. He can take it away from you, or you fall and that goes somewhere, then, what are you going to do? So those things that you already have, which is, Ziva was talking about your clothes, and your fingers, clearly you have it. So that is, I think those are the most important things, followed by the mindset.
Exactly. Yeah, there are also so many other like techniques which can be used outside, but you have to train it. You have to like literally drill it.
Yeah, but it's important, right? Just because you did. So this is one of the things that I just really dislike about self-defense industry today, is that you have ladies like 2 hours weekend course, and just pump them up and do all the knee kicks and elbow, and you're ready. You know what I mean? Like, congratulations, you had a great, and see you next year. You know what I mean? Like that, you have to train. It's a lifestyle. Just because you did one, that's why women think. So many of my friends too. They took self-defense class. They felt good about it, but they just never had enough. They're just not sure if they can execute it.
Exactly. That's the thing is, those techniques sometimes, well, let's say this, I don't want to say the sports, but there are some sports, they just show you these like kind of things, techniques and elbows, and there's no way you can implement that unless you really trained it, unless you have like training, how to punch, how to kick. You cannot use that. There is no way. You will not be, it won't be an effective move when you have this critical situation. So as we said before, first thing you have to do is your mindset and how you deal the stress.
So tell me, Z, because you're world champion, that means you have to face, regardless, except for the trainings, that's stressful too. But it is very stressful to go against somebody who's really, really good too, right?
So
that's another stress.
Yeah, that's the different thing. The thing is, when you fight in the ring, that's a whole different story. And when you have like situation outside the ring, that's a whole different story. Yes. Because in the ring, you're getting ready for the fight. You're preparing. There is judge. There is like, let's say, the ambulance and everything. So it's different. Yeah. You cannot compare that to this.
Right. So how do you prepare your mental for that?
That's what I'm saying. You have time for it. When you're preparing for the ring and the actual fight in the ring, like as a sport, that's a whole different thing. Yes. You cannot compare it. Yeah. Because when it happens outside in the ring and it's in the street, it's sudden. Yes. And everything happens so fast. you don't have time to even think about it. So this is very important, how you hold yourself in those stressful situations. There is one thing, when you train every day, it's like lifestyle. This training actually helps you to be confident.
Yes.
And to be like, let's say, not scared during those moments. You might still make a mistake, you might be still scared, but you'll be more prepared. But if you don't have any training, there is no way you can be guaranteed, or you can be like not scared, you know, or like not in a panic. And the only thing you can train that is, besides like actual experience, lifetime experience, to just visualize it.
Right.
I don't see any other options how you can train yourself mentally to that situation. Like I've been, for example, many times in situations that when I was very close to the death, back to my home country, like years ago, and I know I'm talking this through my experience, because first time when it happened, it's like I didn't even have the time to think about anything. You know, I was just trying to survive. But then after like third or fourth things, I already was thinking about it. I already knew, because again, visualization. Again, when I first time got in that situation where it was like gunshots and some stuff, I was like lost. I didn't know what to do. It was just locked and nothing happened. But the third and fourth time when it happened, I was already ready now. I was even thinking about how to like help the other people. It was like whole story what happened. It was just accidentally I ended up in this stupid situation. But I mean, the other people maybe didn't have any experience of those, and I had to like kind of do certain stuff to kind of save them. And I had time to think about it. But all those visualization stuff helped me during that like short period of time to understand what to do. You know, so I really believe that visualizing those situations really prepares you, not fully, but I mean partly prepares you for that situations.
Right. Absolutely.
Most importantly, as I said, keep calm, don't get scared, and like try to keep yourself together, you know.
And to do that, just practice, right? Training will prepare you mentally, because you already, yes, it is training, but you already did it. So if
you know how
the
it
same
works.
thing happens, you could execute what you trained, right?
Exactly. I mean, I understand that not for me. It's like lifetime. I mean, I do it every day. I learn how to like choke somebody, break somebody's leg, hand, and it's like for me, it's like profession, you know. And for me, it's easy. But for somebody who doesn't have this every day, we are talking for them, because it's not their lifestyle, right? They have jobs, they have like other responsibilities. They don't have time for this. So for those people, if they train, let's say twice a week, and just drill it and get this like choking, like simple stuff, how to choke a person, how to do this.
Do you think it's enough for anybody, enough for women to just practice twice a week, or like would you recommend for us to do like one drill, like, you know, let's say every day for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes for every day for like a certain period of the time, then move on to the next technique, or what would you recommend?
So there is one thing also. When you do, when you have some techniques, and if you don't repeat them, you may forget them.
Right.
I know so many techniques, I don't even remember like maybe 80% of them. But if I see it, I remember right away. I can do it during the fight. Am I using it? Not fully, right? Whatever I remember in that moment, I'm using it. But I have so many arsenal in my pocket, but I can't. I'm using the ones I'm drilling. So whatever you're gonna drill most, you most likely will remember those things first. So, and also this kind of stuff, these simple things, you cannot drill them too much. This is something you have to just know, and that's it. This doesn't need any training, right? What you're gonna train, you just have to know it. And sometimes, like once in a month, just drill it. Just remember, do a couple times. You know, teach somebody, teach your friend, teach your girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend or somebody, which keeps in your mind. But there are some other stuff which you have to drill, like these sleeves and like choking. You have to train yourself for sure.
Right.
And also, if you have to train your body to be able to execute it.
Right.
Like for example, me, because I'm trained, when I give you like clean choke, you will have so much hard time to choke me, even though it's clean.
Yeah.
Because I know how to defend it. I know
Clean
how
means,
to do it.
So just in case you're not familiar with those terms, right? Clean choke means like textbook perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
when you have like everything, we can demonstrate it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Like, for example,
because not anybody who's watching this, experience with the martial arts.
So, for example, let's simple rear naked choke.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the chokes is like you just one head goes under the chin, and like you're doing this.
Cup the shoulder.
Yeah, and like hide this hand behind his head. Just you see. But
so this is called a clean. Means like clean textbook, exactly as it is, as it should happen. When that happens, it's called clean.
Yeah. But another thing is during the like actual event, it will be hard to put this super clean, right? Maybe chin will be there, maybe
because this person is fighting.
Yeah, somebody's fighting.
The hand could be here.
Yeah, this kind of stuff has to be trained.
Yes.
But
practice.
Women have slight benefit in this, and I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Like my arm, I'm like small right now. I'm not too big guy, but still, my arm is my arm and your arm. Like my arm is twice big, right?
Like 1.5.
So technically, as slim it is, is better because it can fit perfectly and will come. Yep. You try to choke me now. So when it's
a perfect situation.
So when it's women tries to like put full inside, so easy for them, way easier to cut. Choke. Yes. But as I said, yes, you still have to have some power. Yeah. You see, go and this goes behind.
Then I'll squeeze.
Yeah, there you go. You just need like 6 seconds.
Not
8 seconds if it's clean.
If you practice this, you can just go whoop whoop like
exactly.
1, 2.
Like imagine like FU. Imagine FU. You just cut inside. FU, cut inside.
And squeeze.
And like squeeze. Yeah. Another very important part is to just have the hips locked. That's it. Done. If you get somebody there.
That means hip locks means you. So this is a bad guy, right? This is a bad guy. So instead of doing from here, because he could use this one to get escape. So what he's telling you is that use your feet. You can do this. You probably do this, right?
Sure.
So inside, then use like clean choke. Then you do this, then squeeze.
And hug your exactly like this. Right there. This one has also other defense too, But for now.
Yeah.
We have to learn like how to do it, and then there's so many other ways to like defend it. It's very hard, but you still can defend it.
Yeah, this choke thing, rear naked choke, is a little more advanced because you have to take the bad guy's back, right? Yeah. Usually, if you could take his back, that's like really perfect.
But imagine the situation that you see that somebody else is delivering violence to somebody, and you want to help.
Yes,
exactly. This is perfect thing to like kind of stop the guy because let's say I'm like.
Well, I have this guy. So
Yeah, here we can use this.
Yeah.
Technically, for example, she's, for example, like.
So I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, trying to.
So I'm doing this guy and just going like this, right?
Yeah, what I can do, I will just come close here and just look, see, grab and just choke him here. That's it, and they will sleep right away.
So this is for you, if you have a child or you have. Your family members, your friend or somebody else, or if you are, college students, whatever, your friends, somebody, or you look on the street, somebody is, hammered, that doesn't matter who that is, right? You go and help them, and one of the ways you can do it is, I am not looking at my back, I'm going this way, so what you can do is you can just come behind me, and you can
grab the leg, that's it, and chop.
Now on the street, just because this person say tap, right? That doesn't mean you stop, right? You just
then you will just make him sleep.
Yeah.
But this is also very important. When person goes to sleep, how it goes. So here we have like two arteries, which brings, let's say, oxygen to your brain. And as soon as the brain doesn't have the oxygen, it just blacks out, right? And it's very important when person goes to sleep. When person goes to sleep, you stop choking, because if you continue choking, then you're gonna kill him. So technically, if person sleeps and you still choking and not letting him go, they will die. So that's also very important to know when to stop. Usually you will feel the heavy in your hands, because when they sleep, they go like, how to say, heavy, and they just go down, they're unconscious, they cannot do anything. You have to stop right away. Otherwise, you may kill a person.
I think that's a really good, those are great techniques that we don't really need to have martial arts experience.
Exactly.
You know, like anybody can do it, and you can teach your daughter or even son, right? I mean, let's face it, I think it's 30% of, this is a different story, but 30% of human trafficked children are boys, okay? 30%, 70% girls, 30% boys. So it's just because you have a son, you think you're safe. No, you have to teach your sons, boys, how to protect themselves too. So
exactly, you never know.
You never know.
Get in the situation. Yeah, but I mean, that definitely training the martial arts is always good, because it's not only like self-defense, it's also like how to say, helps you to develop to a different person. You're becoming a different person. Your aggression is going away, your stress is out. Because imagine, let's say you're doing boxing, right? Boxing, let's say three times a week. You're coming and you're punching stuff, and all this negative energy is going out, you know. And let's say when you're getting angry, first thing it comes in mind, you want to break something, you want to like throw something, right? And when you come to the gym, and let's say for 2 hours you're like hitting something and like fighting, then you don't have that energy anymore inside. I'm serious. It's out from your body, you know. I remember myself before martial arts, like something would happen, I would right away get on a fire. I would get into the fight so easy. I would get angry so easy. But when I started martial arts and I was like training, fighting, when I would get in a situation, let's say somebody cursed me, right? It's like, what else some stranger make you angry? I would just say, oh, okay, thank you, good job, and I would just walk away. And I wouldn't be able to do this when I was not training, because you have the confidence in you. You know that if something happens, you really can damage this person, and you can like make him pay for what he said. But does it give you actually anything? No, right?
No, yeah.
So it's not only self-defense. When you like really do martial arts, you're growing yourself as a different person, you know. And it helps you in many things. You're more calm, you're more patient, you're more organized. So definitely I would suggest everybody to take their kids to martial arts. They will develop their mindset in a different way. And it can help in everything. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be professional.
Right.
You can do the martial arts. That's it.
Awesome. Is there any last final words or final thoughts, words of wisdom that you'd like to share with the women right here? Awesome women right here.
I would say that to be more diplomatic and always try to avoid the situation like this, to not be in a dangerous situation. And I think that's the key. The most important thing is how you carry yourself in the situations. And you have to like carry yourself in a way that not end up in those situations. Before you, let's say if you're in somewhere bad neighborhood and you know it's a crime rate is high, right? You don't go outside to buy something to walk like 10 or 11 p.m., right? You try to stay home. So not only the technique, the way you carry yourself, it's very important. How to say, if you end up in that situation, that's also another story. So always try to be more, clever in those things and be diplomatic. And if you see there is a guy, he's drunk, he's aggressive, he's approaching you, he's like doing some stuff, try to do everything politely. If you don't try to resolve this with aggression and with violence. You try all best ways you have and you can to avoid those critical situations. But if you end up there, then you have to have these tools and these techniques to implement it, and hopefully nobody will ever end up in that situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you never know. You may know this technique, but it may not work. Something may go wrong, or somebody's like really strong or way experienced. Because, like, for example, me, I'm like professional, right? God forbid, but if something happens and I go crazy and you end up with somebody like me who is professional, you have no chance, right? So that's why it's always better for everybody to avoid any violence. If somebody insulted you, then what? Okay, say goodbye. Okay, you're good. Thank you very much, and just walk away. It doesn't mean that, of course, you sometimes you have to defend yourself, so that sometimes you have a situation you don't close your head down, but mostly it can be done. You know, if you're like somewhere in the street and somebody's coming and insulting
for strangers.
you, for strangers, it's better to avoid them, and it's better to say, okay, no problem, thank you, goodbye. And this is, I think, more insult for them, rather like to sell it. I mean, doing something more again. Back, like
violent. Back right after.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say that. I don't know what else to say. Train, be healthy, and drill these techniques.
Oh, so go back to the last question that I asked you. So would you recommend for women to practice the drill 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day until you master the technique? Or would you suggest for women to do, I don't know, like you mentioned, that, you know, go to self-defense class or martial arts, or do your own training 2-3 times a week, maybe an hour or so?
So it always depends, like, a person's lifestyle, right?
Gotcha.
Some people have time, some people doesn't have a time. And if somebody has, like, let's say, some schedule of training, instead of going and training in a fitness, I would always recommend to go and take the martial arts classes, like karate, like boxing, kickboxing, because this actually, even the train, not only for self-defense, for your body. Those kind of trainings, like more cardiovascular trainings and like high pressure trainings, which keeps your body more healthy. You're not going to Sparta, right? You're just going and train. And you're like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, let's say, because you're like keeping your body healthy, keeping your body in shape, and also you're learning these things, like how to defend yourself, how to be more like mentally tough and stuff like that. So I would recommend to train as much as they can.
Like they develop fighting spirit.
Yeah. And if they can't train and they don't have time, as much as they can, like 2-3 times, if they remember, teach somebody, this will help too.
So important thing is to schedule time, no matter how little or as much as you could.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, Z. Thank you so much for being with us. And ladies, I see you in the next episode.
All right. Thanks. Take care, guys. It was good. Right?
Would you like to get the advices from the world's top self-defense experts? If so, go in and get your pass from www.womensselfdefensesummit.com.